Okay, I'm gonna show how to build one of these crazy wicking systems for indoor garden right quick here. So the place is a mess because we're in the middle of moving, so excuse the mess. You take one of these big old ice cream buckets. They're 11.4 liters. You can pick them up for like $1 at, you know, like any place. Usually they'll throw them out for sale. Sometimes you can get them for free. Anything like this will work basically. You don't even need to use this kind of bucket. And then you need a piece of pipe like this one. This is for potable water. You got to make sure it's okay with potable water. And wrap a piece of like something around it over the top when you're done, just to keep the sun off it, because sun breaks down plastic. As long as the sun doesn't touch it, it should be fine for a while. You got to make sure you cut it to the right length so it sticks out of the bucket. As such, this will actually stick out of the bucket a little bit more than it should, because it's still got to put the lava rocks in. And that's the next step. So these come in, just any kind of barbecue charcoal sort of thing. For something like this, you don't even need to dust them off. Like if you're putting them in your fish tank aquaponics system, you need to make sure you soak them in water for a bit, just to get all the dust and weird crap off. But since it's not going in the fish tank, you don't got to worry about that none. Don't bother your fish. And you put your pipe in. You got to make sure you get like the bottom covered so that the water can move around and everything. Yeah, you get the bottom all covered up like that so the water can still move around. You want to make it so there's a water table at the bottom. It's like a little miniature forest idea. Make sure it's all nice covered up. Alright, that's good there. And you don't want to jam your pipe down the bottom, because if you do, then the water will just back up and come out at the top of the pipe. So for now it's okay to just jam it down in there. You just take your soil and from there you can fill it on up. Let's see if we can get this shot without destroying everything. As such, and now I usually like to dig a little bit down. I've been experimenting with this. You don't fill it up all the way right off the bat, right? Okay, this is the secret ingredient that makes every garden go crazy. This will also keep deer out of your garden, as for some reason they don't like the smell. It'll keep certain worms and slugs and snails out of your garden, but it will also attract beneficial worms to your garden. And that secret ingredient is really dried up old coffee grinds. The caffeine also boosts the plant's abilities to grow. Don't dust it on the top, because if you're gardening inside, you don't have enough sunlight to keep the mold and all that weird fungus stuff in check. Outside in your garden, you can just dump it right on the soil, it doesn't matter. And you just work it into the soil, and then you got to dump some more soil on top of that soil, because you can bring it all the way. With these systems, because the water drains down to here, put it in this pipe, right? Put your water in there, put a plug in there like some tissue or whatever. It drains down to the bottom, and then it pools, and then through evaporation it comes up through. So you don't put any of your water on top. So you want to put it down a bit, and you can dust it in and all that. It's nice and good and worked in. It's a shock-proof camera, and we're going to see if that's actually for real. Still going? Yeah, still going. Okay, I guess it is shockproof. Just working the topsoil. Gonna need another layer. That's all the soil I got right now. I use the rest of the bag for topping off the other buckets I got of these things. And the best water to use is fish tank water, man. Get your old fish water when you clean those tanks out. Clean your pumps out, get the fish poo out of it, all that. Drop it right down there. Put the plug in it or else it'll smell something bad. So that's how you make an indoor garden.